Hello, here we are for our first video of the night. I hope you guys are having fun watching the Super Bowl. I don't usually watch the game itself, but I watch the commercials and I watch the halftime show. So, I am going to show you here. We did make this at the class, the Valentines. And this is paper pumpkin, so it comes in a nice little box like this. But I had already broke it up and everything, cut out all the pieces. My ink opened while in transit, so that was the problem here. So this is some of the stamp sets that you can use to either create another project afterwards. I'm gonna try to get creative here, just not enough time at this moment. My setup tonight is a little crazy. I don't have my card table anymore, and I meant to do these videos while I was at my mom's, but it didn't work out that way. So I'm set up at my coffee table with the living room light on. So let's get into this. Just a reminder that the paper pumpkin is an all-inclusive kit, and this is what you got in the January one to get ready for February. And then it gives you, basic instructions. With this, you ended up with 10 cards and envelopes and 20 paper bags. Hold on one second. I am going to get, you could probably put two, but we just put one. They're little hearts. All right, so let's go ahead and work on these a little bit. So let's start with the note card. There's a little bit of ink on here, but, we all love a little bit of ink. So, I'm actually going to use everything that was given to me except for the blocks. If you have not been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber before, you get a block in your very first order. So you'll always have a block. And it actually, even though this is not a Paper Pumpkin block, it looks very similar to the one I'm using. I give it a little huff, just because it was such a big stamp. And I want to make sure that it stays, the ink is wet enough. I should have you want to have a pad when you use something this big, or if it's even a solid, which you'll find later on. You should have a pad underneath to give, because with the cling stamps, they already have the padding on them. With these stamps, there's no padding, so it makes it hard to get a good image. But I'm going to show you how we're going to fix this, and you won't even notice that I had an issue. See? We're just going to make it work like that. So, I'm going to stamp also my greeting. There's these cute little bees in here and everything. So, I'm going to use this circle, but you could also use one of the rectangles as well. So, here we go. Let's do Be Mine. Ink that up pretty good. Be mine. It's okay if it's upside down because you haven't adhered it. So it's all good. Okay, so then we want to take our heart. Okay. And we're gonna, these are the little adhesive that they give you. And if you don't want a lot of stuff, you can use these up. Well, that one certainly does not want to come off. Let's try. There we go. I had the flu about, my flu ended last Friday, not the Friday that just happened. And, so I'm still having the cold that kind of goes with it. And, I've now noticed that I have, a sinus infection. So that's always fun because that could turn into an upper respiratory. But I have some stuff in me now that seems to be helping. It's just difficult to sleep at night when you're all stuffed up. So there's the Be Mine. And we'll get some flowers on here. I cut these up to make it easier for my customers while they were making these. So they wouldn't overdo. You know, sometimes that happens. They get excited about the embellishments. Okay. And then we're gonna pop up this little bumblebee with these. You only need really one. Okay, and then I'm gonna, so I don't take up too much more time, I'm gonna go ahead and use my my snail, make it go a little bit faster. Okay, and you just put it on there. Now, what I'm going to do, because also the cool thing about these kits is that it gives you extra. So I'm going to put a little bee on here with this extra flower. And I didn't do this with my class, and they're going to be like, no fair. But it was an afterthought. Ink this up really good again. Okay. Sorry for the shaking. And then I think my dog is going after the cat. So I promise you he's not killing her if you hear her screaming. There we go. And you know what we could do since it didn't want to work out? Since I have extra hearts too. Put a little bit up at the top here. Okay. And it's kind of like a seal. Alright, so there is this one. And we got them all kind of coordinated with the little bee down here. Now for this little baggie, when I first opened it, I thought they were envelopes. So you could make an insert here and even put the heart like at the top of the insert so you can pull it out. That's another idea. Okay, so it doesn't really seal the heart. The string really is just there. Oh, I do apologize. The only thing that you will need is you'll need scissors. And that's just so if string comes with it. So, which this one did. All right, and it has like a tag that we're going to put our heart on. Okay. And we'll just tie that on there. We can get this all tied on there because we don't do anything with the tag. Actually, let's change this around here. Put it on like this. Put the tag out on the outside. That works a lot better. Okay, and then I cross it. You want to give yourself a little bit of room to work, and then you can trim. Now you don't need an excessive amount, and this might be almost too much, but the way I do mine is I make bunny ears and tie it. It's how I teach my kids to tie their shoes too, so that works out. And I think it was Erica Serwin with Pink Buckaroo. She did a really, it was pretty simplistic of a bow cutting, but I mean tying, but it was really cute. And I rewound the video, watched it, rewound it again. It might have been Angie Judah too. Both of them are really good. And I followed them a lot. So this time I'm going to use the little rectangle. And I said be mine on the last one. And this one says let's be friends. I think that fits on there. Yeah, let me take that off so I can see a little bit better. Okay. Let's be friends. And it's as B as in B-E-E, hence the bumblebees. Okay, so now we're gonna put this on. I'm gonna go back to my snail here and offset that, and we're gonna pop dot our little bumblebee again. I think I'm going to put two on here. One's going to be flat, and that's going to go in here. And then the other one, we will pop dot like the last one. Okay. Put that up in the, and let's get some pretty flowers. Okay. And then we just adhere it to this tag here. And then we're going to put our little piece of candy in here. And we're good to go with our card and our baggie. Now that didn't take very long. I see I did that in 14 minutes, but that's with me talking and everything. And another thing that will make it go faster is, which I did do with my class, is if you take this ink here and get the bigger size, if you happen to have it in your colors of ink. So then inking this up will take less time. But I was up about 14 minutes when I finished this. So if you want to, you can mass produce these quickly too. Like you would stamp all your circles first and stamp all of these first, and then you might want to go in and stamp all your cards first. I also did extra by doing the envelope. You don't have to do that. That'll save you some time as well. Then the next thing you want to do is maybe put all your bees on your hearts or your whatever. So that is that. Again, Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription. You can cancel at any time and you will not be penalized. Or if you, what I like to do is I like to buy it for the holidays. So I usually will make sure that I've purchased them to start in August. If I don't have this, I have the subscriptions right now. So, but if for some reason I don't do a subscription, and with that, it's like $20. You get it every month. It comes out of your checking account about the 11th, 10th, or 11th, and you'll have it by the end of the month. So I actually got mine last week sometime. So if you have any more questions about the Paper Pumpkin, just let me know. It's really nice to have on hand. I know one of the ladies that we had last night said that she was going to actually go online and order the refill kit, and that way she can make more, and she's going to borrow my stamp set because the refill kit doesn't come with the stamps or the ink. So, and it's only $10. So you get everything pictured here except for the stamps and the ink, and for $10. And so she's going to borrow my stuff for that. I appreciate you logging on and watching, and we will have another video shortly. Thank you.